The following video is from Seaport Church of Gloucester. More information about Seaport Church of Gloucester is available at www.seaportchurch.org.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
Well, I wanted to share this morning. About 3 months ago, I broke my ankle. I was on my bike, which I ride around town all the time. And I'm usually very careful, but for some reason, I went right into a curb and fell off the bike, twisted my ankle, and broke it. Fortunately, it was a simple break. But I didn't realize at the time, well, no, that's true, God was setting me up to spend some time with Him, because He knew I was going to be trapped in the apartment with Him. So, looking back on it, I know that's exactly what happened. And so as soon as the break happened, for some reason I said to myself, you know what, I've got to stop doing God my way. I've got to do it His way. And I kind of got into a place where I was sort of doing that. And I was feeling like I was only getting so far in my life. And so that was the first thing that came through my mind as I'm sitting on the curb. And as soon as I broke the ankle, there was a retired police officer standing right there. And he took me right up to, it was like an angel waiting for me to help me. And he took me up to the hospital, and he said, call me when you're done, I'll bring you home. So they took good care of me up there, and I called him, and he brought me home. So it was amazing. That was the beginning of it. And so I go back to my apartment, and I'm on crutches, and soon to be in a boot for a few weeks. And so I'm sitting there watching my television, and I only get basic cable. I only get channels 2 through 24. And that's all I've been able to watch for months. Well, as I was thumbing through the channels, I, by accident, pushed channel 112, which is TBN, the Christian channel, which I did not know that I had. So why am I finding this right now after didn't even know it for months? So that was the second setup. And so I started watching it and, listening to the Christian teaching and everything. So about a couple hours into it, I was watching the 700 Club, and they started to talk about healing. And I simply said, God, will you heal me around my father? And before I tell you what happened, my issue had always been with my dad. The way that it was growing up, I was really affected. And I had done a lot of personal work around this, and it had been helpful. But it really hadn't got me to where I really needed to be. So here I am asking God if He'll heal me. And it wasn't the first time I had asked. But as they're talking about healing on the television, I just simply said, God, will you heal me? And as soon as I said it, the floodgates opened up. And from deep within, it just all came out. All that unforgiveness and resentment and anger that I hadn't been able to get to, through personal work, just coming out. It was tremendous relief. And as the tears are coming, they bow their heads on the television and they start to pray for people. And they said, if you have a problem in any part of your body, put your hand over that part of your body. So I put my hand over my heart because I knew I needed a healing in my heart. And as soon as I did, she said, somebody just put their hand over their heart. And it's not necessarily a physical healing that you need. And I've watched that program since many times, and they haven't said anything in reference to me. So there was that. And then for the next 7 days, I continued to watch the Christian programming, and I cried more in 7 days than I have in 7 years. And so I knew that I was receiving a healing. It just all came out on many different levels. And, when that was over, I was changed, and I was different. And I can't tell you how good it is with my dad now. And so it was very life-changing. In that 4 to 6 week period, I had many, many God experiences, which would be too long to relate today. But God became very real to me. It's almost like He put me in a season where He was becoming very real to me. I started to work with somebody right away and sharing the faith. I was sharing with her over the telephone, and we were talking, and she started having some God experiences as she prayed, as I was showing her some things. So it was just really awesome. So, I wanted to share that today because just like Flavio was saying last week, it's not about me, it's all about him. And that's so true on so many levels. And, for example, this issue that had bothered me for years, that I had done a lot of work on, in the end, I needed healing from God. And it was more about what I could do to fix it. It was more about what he could do to fix it. So I'm here to say that, God has many titles, but one is as healer. And I'm so grateful for that. And it was really life-changing. And I tell a lot of people, I tell people that believe and those that don't, I share my experience, and hopes that it might be a benefit to those who might be hearing it. So anyway, I have a little song to sing this morning, but I did want to share one more quick thing that kind of leads into the song. My journey has been ongoing. And about 3 weeks ago, I was in my chiropractor's office, Dawn's office. And where I was at that moment in time caused me to say to Dawn, I have so had it with religion. I said, it's about relationship with God. I cannot do religion anymore. I can't do it. And I was very adamant and angry at the time when I said it. I went home, started watching that Christian television again. Paula White was speaking. It really appeared like she was under the anointing. She was saying some powerful things. And then she said, you know what? She said, God has so had it with religion in the American churches. She said, he wants you to know it's about relationship. I said, I just said that to Dawn. But she's saying, God's feeling the same way I am. And I don't know why it affected me, but I started to cry again from deep within. It was like another release. Whether there was some more religious stuff in me that was being released, or that was giving me permission to just let go of religion and just let it be about, relationship with God. I don't know, but I got set free again concerning this. So, I was on my way to the beach 3 or 4 weeks ago, and in my mind, I have to confess, I wasn't thinking about church too much because of what I just gone through. I didn't want to do it. But I was coming by here on my way to the beach, and it just so happened to be the time that the service was starting the first week. And I said to myself, you know what? I'll give it one more try. And I came in, and I liked how it felt. I liked how it felt, and I liked what I was hearing from Flavio, and I stayed for the coffee, and, I felt hope. And I said to Flavio, I said, I have a few songs I'd like to sing to you, see what you think. And he said, that'd be great, I'll be over this week. And so I called him before he came, and I said, Flavio, I've got to be honest with you. I said, where I'm at, I said, I've so had it with religion. I said, I can't do it. I said, it's about relationship. He says, you're my kind of guy. He says, I can't wait to come over. And I felt, oh my gosh, this is good. So he came over, I sang a few songs, and here I am today to sing a song for you. So it's just a little Christmas song I wrote last January, but it's a Christmas song that you can sing all year long. I'd like to see a Christmas tree shining all year long, shining bright in hearts of light, like a Christmas song. If every day was Christmas, what a world this would be. Love and joy and harmony. and everything, standing side by side. I give to you, you give to me, letting go fear and pride. If every day was Christmas, what a world this would be. Love and joy and harmony, together you and me. And we are one under the sun, brothers, sisters, you and I. We're all the same, just different names. The walls, I wonder why. If every day was Christmas, what a world this would be. Love and joy and harmony, together you and me. Love and joy and harmony, together